Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
And I'm Jack Simpson. Good morning.
A happy Friday. And I hope you're ready to push a little snow around this morning. Maybe not as much as what they were talking about. They really kind of left themselves in a safe zone as far as how much snow was going to fall. And I'll tell you this, Jack, right off the top here. The sign-on guy. You're the sign-on guy now.
Right.
On KCNI at 6 a.m. You sign on. And one of the hardest jobs you're going to have is, two things, but probably more so is the snow.
Yeah.
Measuring the snow, because it doesn't stay put out here. We used to have trees, a lot of trees around here, and unfortunately we do not anymore. We have no trees hardly. And so the snow does not stay put at all. So how do you measure? And so I kind of give you a hint. Measure at home before you come out here, because you might get a more accurate reading. And I did the same at my place this morning, and I could get anywhere from 2.5 to 4 inches measurements. And so how about we say 3 to 4 inches?
That works with me.
Okay, you got 10 hundredths out of that?
Yep, and 11 hundredths for the month now.
Okay, all right, very good. So at least we did wet things down, and this snow is not so, such a large amount that it's going to be too difficult to move around. But do be careful, there is some moisture in it, and there's also moisture under the snow.
Yep.
So if you're scooped already, you know that when you scoop, there'll be that wet surface that's going to get slick if it isn't already. So be careful out there. Take your time today, and by Tuesday it'll be 60.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah. So it's going to warm up, start warming up. Today, more seasonable, but 3 to 4 inches of snow. I did put on the chat box here. We got 3 to 4 inches of snow. What'd you get? So if you want to report in, because further north, I'm sure they've gotten more up there with the way that system was moving. And we didn't get the 8 they were talking about, right? So
right.
I think that's okay.
I'm with you there.
We wet things down. We got 10 hundredths to wet things, stop those fires for the time being, and not pushing around 8 to 10 inches snow. But that's the situation there. There are some late starts this morning due to the snow that we did get and the slick surfaces. We'll pull those up, and Jack recorded those earlier. We'll pull those up for you and pass those along to you here in a little bit. Also want to remind you today that we'll be giving away a $25 gift card sometime during the show to the Callaway Market. And that will be something that we'll be doing during the show today. So listen carefully and get yourself ready to dial in. We'll make it simple and have some fun together and give away that $25 gift card. Also, of course, today we continue with our wrestling coverage, 2026 NSAA State Championship schedule. Today it's consolations, and they'll start with B and C today, and they'll have first and second rounds, and then on the first and second rounds later, that'll probably be after lunch, around 12:30. And they'll have consolations on 8 mats in both of those categories. And the guys are going to keep track of that for you all day long. Also tonight then at 6 o'clock, the semifinals and third round consolations will be held on 8 mats. And they'll be bringing you all of that in real time, descriptions of the wrestling going on, and kind of catching up with all the area wrestlers as they get onto those 8 mats. And Kurt Crowley, Mick Patch doing a great job along with Brent Apperson and the athletes themselves, wrestling as hard as they can. So it's been quite an event already, but we'll have more of that for you. That's on KBBN 95.3 FM, and you can also listen online at kbbn.com. Oh, let's see here. Oh, you like pancakes?
Oh, yeah. Love pancakes.
Well, Sunday, you don't have to fix breakfast.
All right.
Well, actually, you could, but I'd just wait, because from noon until 3 p.m. at the Municipal Building here in Broken Bow on Sunday, February 22nd, they'll be having pancakes and a silent auction as a fundraiser for the North Park Inclusive Playground Project. No need to cook anything on Sunday. Just go have some pancakes and keep that drive going so that we can get that playground built, the North Park Inclusive Playground Project. and that is coming up on Sunday.
Perfect time for brunch.
Yeah, there you go, brunch.
Yeah.
All right. You a peanut butter guy? Do you put peanut
Yep,
butter?
I am.
Okay.
I'm both. I do peanut butter and sometimes butter. but
Yeah.
Depends on how I'm feeling, I guess.
Syrup in both cases.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of food, let's take a look at those school lunch menus. And I think we've got school in every classroom today in the area. A few late starts, but they will be having lunch. So let's take a look and see. We'll begin with Litchfield today. Got to remember, there's no school in Litchfield today, so they're not having lunch today in Litchfield.
That is the same way with Sargent. They will be having no school today.
All right, at Thedford today, hamburger patty or fish sticks.
And at Arnold Public Schools, they will be having a late 10 a.m. start, but their lunch will be pizza.
Okay, chicken fries or fish sticks at Arcadia today.
Callaway is their potato bar.
Gothenburg today. Let's see here. Twisted Dogs, cheese pizza, pepperoni pizza. Grilled Station combo features the cheeseburger basket, fresh baked zesty combo sub, nacho snackable uncrustable cheese and cracker platter, and Make It Fresh Salad Station features the teriyaki chicken with flatbread at Gothenburg today.
All right, at Anselmo Myrna Public Schools, they will be doing their fish nuggets with breadstick, apparently Pizza Hut pizza, or their uncrustable cheese and cracker platter.
Looks like no school at Cozad today, according to the calendar.
And Ansley is no school as they will have teacher in service.
Prairie Pioneer Center today, they are having, let's see, this is the 20th, so they're having potato soup, roast beef sandwiches, and fruit. Give them a call at 872-6121 if you're bringing a guest or if you're new or you need information. You can also call that same number to set up home delivery. All right, we're going to get a little music going, get reorganized. We're going to play the game here in just a little bit. In the meantime, here's Alan Jackson. Right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Let's play the game and see if we can give away a secret garden prize.
All right, February is the Great American Pie Month. So tell us what pie we are describing in these questions. Your question for today, which of these pies has a crumb topping instead of crust? Is it Dutch apple pie, cherry pie, pecan pie, or lemon meringue pie? Meringue pie. All right. Yeah, I always get confused with that one.
That's a tough one.
All right. Which of these pies has crumb topping instead of crust? Is it Dutch apple pie, cherry pie, pecan pie, or lemon meringue pie?
Call us at 872-2801.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
It's the best start to my day. These prices are just the start of savings waiting for you at the grocery cart. Certified Angus beef rump roast $6.98 a pound. Tossed bar S meat franks on the grill. Packages are 2 for $3. P.F. Chang's entrees are just $7.98. Kraft Velveeta shredded cheeses are 2 for $4. Slice up some delicious fresh cucumbers, 68 cents each. And for dessert, Betty Crocker cookie mixes are $2.98. Shop at the grocery cart in Broken Bow or visit gkbrokenbow.com soon.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith, the Palmer Monument Company. There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, we are giving you one more reason, our annual winter sale. Come and see us today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off our already reduced prices. Our goal is to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs, and will save you money too, during the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow in Lexington.
Looking for a place where creativity, community, and quilting come together? Visit Stitched by Jessie Rose in Taylor, Nebraska, your hometown quilt shop for beautiful fabrics, kits, classes, and long-arm quilting services. This February, don't miss their Handy Quilter hands-on education event. Learn long-arm quilting with expert guidance, no machine required. And just for the radio listeners, stop in and say, I heard it on the radio, let's stitch something beautiful, and receive a free fat quarter. Stitched by Jessie Rose in Taylor. Visit stitchedbyjessierose.com or call 708-2796.
7:45, and we have Karen on the line. Thanks for waiting, Karen. How are you?
Okay.
You were looking outside at the snow. What'd you get, like 8-10 inches?
No. Thank goodness.
Yeah, maybe half of that or less.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, what we're looking at.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, 3 maybe. Well, that's good. We got a little wet down. That's what we needed, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Get rid of that fire danger.
Yes. All right, here's Jack with your question.
Okay, Karen.
Okay.
Which of these pies has a crumb topping instead of crust? Is it Dutch apple pie, cherry pie, pecan pie, or lemon meringue?
Meringue.
Or lemon meringue pie?
That would be Dutch apple
There
pie.
you go.
Maybe we should give Jack a prize this morning too, Karen.
He'll learn a new word.
Yeah. I will say it doesn't look like it's spelled. I will say that. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening and calling in, and stop by and pick up your card, and you'll be able to have a drink at the Secret Garden.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. It looks like we have our guests in the studio. So, Jack, I'll turn you loose, and if you'll bring them in, we'll talk about the Custer Christian Schools fundraiser that's coming up.
No, there ain't nothing like
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Just want to let you know that I love the show.
I love what you guys are doing in the morning. It makes my day so much better.
KCNI, KBBN Radio.
At Nebraska State Bank, they don't just work here, they live here. You'll find them on the sidelines, helping at local charities and supporting hometown businesses right alongside you. For over 100 years, they've been rooted right here, helping families and businesses grow strong. And every decision made locally by people who know your name and your goals. Whether it's helping a student start saving or a neighbor open a small business, they're proud to invest in you and in our community. Nebraska State Bank and Trust, leading, serving, growing. Member FDIC.
Recover your health. If you are suffering from an illness, surgery, or injury, Team Physical Therapy can get you back on your feet again with today's most advanced physical therapy treatments. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapists evaluate and treat a wide range of physical conditions. Team Physical Therapy is committed to a timely and effective recovery for each of our patients. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
And here is a look at your area closings on sandhillsexpress.com on your Central Nebraska's news source. Today at Anselmo Marina Public Schools, they will have a late 10 a.m. start with buses running accordingly. At Arcadia Public Schools, a late 10 a.m. start. Arnold Public Schools, a late 10 a.m. start with buses to run accordingly. At Callaway, they will have a late 10 a.m. start with no morning preschool, no breakfast, and buses to run accordingly. At Custer Christian School, they will be closed today. Loop City Public Schools will have a late 10 a.m. start with buses running accordingly. Loop County Public Schools closed today. Sandhills Public Schools in Dunning will be closed today. Stapleton Public Schools having a late 10 a.m. start with buses running accordingly. And at Thedford Public Schools, they will be closed today. For area closings, you can go to sandhillsexpress.com, jump over to the weather tab, and click on closings. To submit your closings, you can email info@sandhillsexpress.com or give us a call at 872-2801.
It is 7:49. Thanks for listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on this Friday. And we have guests in the studio. And I'm excited because I know these people pretty well. Thea, how you doing?
Good.
Good. Let me just test your mic. Go test 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Faith, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Of course, we're here to talk about the Custer Christian School's second annual gala.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been working hard on this, I think, Faith. And how's it going?
It's going really well. We have a really good group on our gala planning committee. We've been working really hard. We've got some really generous donors. We've got about 110 donations so far.
Great.
Yeah, and then that also includes the all of the kids at the school made some artwork that we're going to auction off as well. So they've been working very hard on that.
Thea, what did you make? Did you draw something?
I painted.
Oh man, you got to use paint? Oh man, I might have to bid on that. That sounds like that would be worth a lot of money.
But I don't know which one's mine because I forget stuff.
Oh, well, we have the same issues then, Thea. Oh, that's a great idea, though. I bet that'll really go well.
Yeah, I think it's a really fun idea. I think the kids really enjoy it, and then they get to show something off too. And then all the parents and grandparents who get to come to the gala can support their loved ones that way too.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there's all sorts of things going on with this, a meal and a live auction, silent auction. It's all going to happen, right?
Yep. We're going to have a meal catered by Jubilee Catering. We're going to have some Windsor loins and potatoes, green beans, a salad, and some mini desserts. And then, yes, we will have some raffles, a silent auction, and a live auction.
Do you know what the meal's going to be?
Yeah, so we are using Jubilee, which is amazing. She does a fabulous job. She's done a few other things for us, and we're doing like a Windsor pork loin, which we've had before, and she is great. Garlic potatoes, green beans, a salad, and then like mini little dessert bar.
Oh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
And you can still get tables or tickets?
Yes, absolutely. Yep. You can reserve a whole table. A whole table is $400 and that's for 8 people, or you can get single tickets, and those are $50 a ticket. We would like to have all of our tickets in by like Monday or Tuesday, but we'll allow room for a buffer, and we'll take tickets for anyone who wants to join us.
Okay. And this is actually coming up February 28th.
Mm-hmm.
And you're having it at that one box, right?
Yep, the convention center. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So still time to get tickets.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. If you want tickets, you can call our school or just stop in. You can talk to me or any of the other board members, and we're happy to help you with that too.
And let's see. I had a question in my head, but I noticed that you took off your pink hat. Was it getting hot in here? Yeah. You got up pretty early this morning, didn't you? Now, what was you going to do when maybe later if it warms up? What were you going to do today?
I went in like a snowman, and it's like I watched Frozen, and I think I'm gonna make Olaf.
Boy, that's going to be fun, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm gonna go do snow angels.
Snow angels are easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
They're fun. Yeah.
I pretend that there's snow on the ground in home and pretend to do snow angels.
Now you can do it with the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I done it before.
You have, okay. Now, you don't have school today because of the weather, so you got the day off so you can go make snow angels and have fun. Tell me, what do you like about your school at Custer Christian School? What's fun there? What do you like to do?
I like learning about God.
Mm-hmm.
And I like singing.
You guys sing a lot there, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like singing when I have programs.
Yes. They're fun to watch. You guys do a great job. It's pretty loud. You guys sing loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the school a little bit. I thought you did a nice job last time of saying why you think it's important to have this option of the Custer Christian School.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like as a parent, something that that's really important for us to do is to give our kids a good solid foundation going into the world. And I think that for us, for having our kids have that good Christian education and brought up on God's word and the morals that we have are really important to us, and I think that that's really good for our kids and for our future and a lot of other families in Custer County.
And along the way, have the education offered to them that you would have at other places as well.
Yes, absolutely. We have a really great curriculum, and with the smaller class size, kids get a little bit more one-on-one attention, which really helps them thrive and get that confidence to learn new things.
Mm-hmm. And I know the hope is, if I understand this correctly, you have preschool, kindergarten, first grade, and then as time goes along, those kids will move up, and you hope just to kind of fill all the classes up, right?
Yep, absolutely. That's our goal. That's what we would like to keep doing. We were really fortunate that the first year the school was open was Thea's first year in preschool, so we're hoping that she can continue to grow with the school and stay there for as long as she can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thea, I don't know if I've seen you before with your braids. Usually your hair's out. Did you braid it up this morning?
Yeah.
Does that take a while?
Not.
Not too much? Who does that for you? Your mom? Boy, she's pretty good. That's a pretty good pigtail. I think you can still call them pigtails, can't you? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
This fundraiser is important because the Christian school, Custer Christian School, doesn't operate off tax dollars like a public school. So
Right.
This is really important, isn't it?
Yep. This is our largest fundraiser of the year. We are a nonprofit. We have our 501c3, and so all of the money that is given to our school is put right back into our school. We don't get tax dollars. We have some really, really generous donors that help us out throughout the year when we need updates or things that that arise that we might need to repair or something, and we have some really, really great people that help us out with that. But this fundraiser will help us with bringing in those next classes and bringing in new fun things for the kids, building repairs, anything like that. So
yeah, and there are maintenance that needs to be done. That's always expensive. So
yeah, it's really nice that we're in the old Custer school. I really like that school, but it is old, so repairs do have to happen. So
yeah, when we attended the program, I kind of was looking around and I thought, this looks just pretty much like it did 1,000 years ago when yours truly went to school. But it's one of the most solid buildings in town.
Oh, yeah.
So the structure itself is, the bones are good, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great for those kids. They really enjoy it. It's really nice to have that big full gym and, great place for programs.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, the one box will be the place for the gala, which is on February 28th. Starts at 6 o'clock with the social and silent auction. And then at 7, you have the meal and live auction. Talk about, before we close, the flavored soda bar.
Oh, yes. So we wanted to do something fun as far as drinks go. And so we are doing a flavored soda bar. So you can pick your own soda or pop, and then you can put all different flavors in it and cream. Ollie's had a drink like that was, I don't remember what they called it, but it was Dr. Pepper, caramel, vanilla, and cream, and it was very good. So I might have to try to recreate one of those.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah.
All right. You can get tickets. Where, and is there a phone number? How does that work?
Yeah, so you can always stop into the school during school hours, or you can call the school. Our number is 308-767-2096. And Katie, our lady at the office there, is happy to help you out.
Okay. Did we get all your notes that you had there? I wanted to make sure we cover everything.
Yeah, I think so. Something I did want to mention is that we are currently accepting applications to the school as well. We have scholarships available. So if the price is something that's holding you back, we do have some scholarships available that can help families out with that.
I'm glad you brought that up, because when you were talking about raising money, there has been some scholarships awarded to some folks to give them a little help. So that's available too.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Thea, you've been great. Will you come back sometime and be on the radio again? Now go ahead and say 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
You can hear it in your head now, can't you, with your headset on? You're a real radio gal now. Take them off. All right. Thanks, guys, for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. And we'll catch up on some news next here on The Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Grey's Anatomy and Euphoria actor Eric Dane has died after revealing last April he had Lou Gehrig's disease.
It's imperative that I share my journey with as many people as I can.
Dane starred as an ALS patient in an episode of Brilliant Minds. He was 53. Tornadoes swept parts of the Midwest overnight. WTTV's Hannah Fulman is in Bloomington, Indiana, where a car dealership and a bank were torn apart.
Crews are going to be cleaning up here throughout the morning. A lot to get through, a lot to find here. We see wooden panels, we see nails, glass, insulation.
Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the former British prince, is free a day after he was arrested over his ties to Jeffrey Epstein. The BBC's Zoe O'Brien's in Sandringham.
We've heard from the Crown Prosecution Service, and what they've said is that they haven't given police at this stage any formal advice on the advancement of their investigation.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, in a story released by the NSP, troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol have handled dozens of weather-related incidents as a major winter storm has affected most of the state. One of the crashes resulted in 2 fatalities. At approximately 1:35 p.m. yesterday, a 2-vehicle crash occurred on Highway 83 south of North Platte. The crash involved a Ford sedan and a Dodge pickup. Preliminary investigation indicates that the Ford sedan lost control in the weather conditions, crossed the center line, and struck the Dodge pickup. 2 passengers in the Ford were pronounced deceased at the scene. The driver of the Ford suffered life-threatening injuries and was transported to Great Plains Health in North Platte. The driver of the Dodge suffered non-life-threatening injuries as the crash remains under investigation. Multiple crashes have caused various closures of Interstate 80 in different parts throughout the state of the day. Troopers and dispatchers remain busy as the snow continues to fall in many parts of the state. As of 8 p.m. yesterday, troopers have responded to 114 motorist assists and 45 crashes yesterday. Travelers should check Nebraska 511 to get the latest information on closures and road conditions. Any stranded motorist can reach the NSP Highway Helpline by calling star 55. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's News Source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
In the NBA, Cade Cunningham put on a show at Madison Square Garden.
79-71 Detroit. Cade splits the defense, goes to the... and threw it down with the left hand. 81-71. Oh. Okay. Yeah, man.
You heard it on the Ticket Pistons Radio Network. They outscored the Knicks 126-111, and Cunningham ended with 42 points. Kevin Durant had 35 points as the Rockets survived 105-101 against the Hornets. The Clippers and the Nuggets went down to the wire, but LA survived 115-114. Benedict Mathurin off the bench for LA had 38 points. The Spurs have won 7 in a row after rolling past the Suns 121-94. Celtics outscored the Warriors 121-110, and the Magic crushed the Kings 131-94, handing Sacramento their 15th straight loss.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Slight chance for snow today, otherwise mainly sunny. High temperatures reach up to 27, northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Cloudy skies expected tonight, slight chance for snow, lows around 9 above. Lots of sunshine tomorrow, highs level off around 38. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
It's true, many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, I agree, and I'd like to help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn.
Together, we can give your long-term retirement strategy the attention it deserves. Stop by our office on the north side of the square in Broken Bow or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
8:04. Jack is outside. Let's see what it's feeling like now. Looks like it's a little bit brighter out there, Jack. What's it feel like?
Oh, yeah, it is absolutely sunny out, although it is only 0 degrees outside with winds out of the west 5 to 10, barometric pressure at 29.92, humidity 82%, and a negative 11-degree wind chill. In the last 24 hours, 10 hundredths of precipitation received. The precipitation for this month now at 11 hundredths. A high yesterday of 15 with an overnight low of -2. And that snow 3 to 4 inches.
Yeah, we think so.
We think so, yeah.
Yeah. 2.5 to 3.5 is probably a safe bet. You measured 2.5.
Yeah, I measured a few different spots around my apartment and got 2.5 inches, so...
10 hundredths is the main thing.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Jack. Come
You're
on
welcome.
back in. All right. And we do have a recording from Jack of changes due to the weather. We'll play for you right now.
And here is a look at your area closings on SandhillsExpress.com on your Central Nebraska's news source. Today at Anselmo Marina Public Schools, they will have a late 10 a.m. start with buses running accordingly. At Arcadia Public Schools, a late 10 a.m. start. Arnold Public Schools, a late 10 a.m. start with buses to run accordingly. At Callaway, they will have a late 10 a.m. start with no morning preschool, no breakfast, and buses to run accordingly. At Custer Christian School, they will be closed today. Loop City Public Schools will have a late 10 a.m. start with buses running accordingly. Loop County Public Schools closed today. Sandhills Public Schools in Dunning will be closed today. Stapleton Public Schools having a late 10 a.m. start with buses running accordingly. And at Bedford Public Schools, they will be closed today. For area closings, you can go to SandhillsExpress.com, jump over to the Weather tab, and click on Closings. To submit your closings, you can email info@SandhillsExpress.com or give us a call at 872-2801.
Your partner checks your phone without asking. They get mad if you don't reply right away. They tell you who you can hang out with. That's control, not love. Healthy relationships respect your privacy and independence. Get support at Healing Hearts and Families. Contact our office at 308-872-2420. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Real love respects your boundaries, your voice, and your safety.
Don't worry, they're not going anywhere. The Quilting Shack is excited to continue serving the community. Visit them in Broken Bow Wednesday to Friday 9 to 3 and Saturday through Tuesday by appointment. Just call 308-870-5091. Have you seen the new mystery boxes and bags and new material yet? Don't miss Sewing Day on the 21st of February. Perfect for learning sewing machine basics and going home with a completed project. The Quilting Shack in Broken Bow. Don't miss the updates flowing onto their Facebook page. Give them a follow.
It is 7.5 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. Good to have you folks along. Jeremy Shipe has stepped in as Jack is in the back doing some other things. Jeremy, What do you think we got for snow? Very, very hard to tell out here.
It really is hard to tell at our house too. We tend to have a layout that just has drifts, especially when there's any kind of wind. 3-4 inches.
Yeah, somewhere in there. We're saying 2.5 to 3.5. We're hedging our bet here.
Yeah,
but that's always difficult. We used to have trees out here. I was talking earlier, but they're all gone, and so it doesn't stop anywhere. It just goes on down the road here. I measured at home. I could get up to 4 inches, and I got like 2.5 to 3 on top of the table out on the patio. So, I was actually thinking about how people wonder how we come up with the snow amount, and I was watching Lincoln TV last night at 5:30, and the guy does the same thing that Jack does. He goes out back when he does one of his weather reports, and he had the measuring stick. And he was measuring. He goes, well, there's about 1.5 inches, and then he moved it. Well, there's 2, and he did about 3 different places.
Yep.
And that's what you kind of have to average. But the thing I think what we want to kind of talk about maybe real quick, and I haven't mentioned it yet, on the way out, in town, all snow-packed on the streets, out on the highway partially covered. So be careful. That can be tricky.
Yeah, it can. There will be slick spots around. On the back roads, on the dirt roads I take to get here, a couple of drifts across the road, but they had been driven through by some folks. So they're okay. And, I think maybe a worst part of my drive was my driveway. And I think that'll kind of be the case for some other folks out there too. You're the only one driving on your driveway. So a lot of the time, if you can get past it, then
you're good.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
We had a pretty big drift at the end of our driveway. We did the strategy. My wife and I left at the same time this morning. We typically don't, but I drove in the vehicle that's higher up off the ground, and then just kind of drove through the drift a few times, opened it up a little bit so we could get going. Just had to ignore the drift in front of our garage door at the moment. I don't know when I'm going to get to that, but it'll wait for me.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's going to be 60 on Tuesday.
It would melt by that time, I guess.
It's going to gradually warm up, and by Tuesday, I think they're talking about low 60s.
Okay.
So, if we don't move it, it'll go away.
Yeah,
right?
Nature will get rid of it.
Yeah, and I'm going to ask you a favor. If you would just use your station manager authority here and say, Dave, you need to stay all day today. I'm going to a ball. You're going to go to a ball game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you just say you need to stay all day because my wife said as it warms up, she might go out and scoop.
Oh.
So, I know it sounds low, but if I have responsibilities here, Joan will have it all scooped when I get home.
Oh, there you go. That's the way to do her.
And I got the snowblower ready yesterday and got it started, put air in the tire, and got all ready to go. But I don't think there's enough snow to need to use it, especially if Joan's going to do it.
Yeah. I discovered that the snow really, when it blows and drifts, even if it's fluffy, when it drifts, it just really settles in.
Yeah.
And I scooped us a path to the garage this morning, and it was pretty solid. Yeah. And that's the kind of stuff I'll drive I'll get my snowblower out for that, because I hate chopping through that stuff.
Chunky stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard work. All right, Joan, don't get out there. Don't do it. I'll get home and we'll do it together, or you don't have to do it at all.
There you go.
I don't want to be that kind of guy. So, but I'll hang around. I know you guys are going to be leaving early today.
Yeah, we might leave.
2 o'clock game.
Yeah, we might leave a little earlier than we were going to, but I got to get to Sumner and get set up, and not sure how those highways are, so we'll just kind of. And we don't have the better of the two cars either.
Yeah.
Hey, Brent's got the better car for snow travel. Yeah, with him in Omaha, so we'll just kind of plunk our way down there, and we'll get there.
Yeah, I think the highways will get improve pretty quickly, hopefully. Although it's pretty cold out right now, so.
Yeah, and we're only going to leave. I mean, we're going to leave probably right about noon. So it
won't have that sun working on it very long.
Not very long, but hopefully by the time we get out, our drive back will be okay. That'll be good for folks that are going to the game as well, because you know when the sun goes down, it gets cold again. Things that had unfrozen refreeze.
Mm-hmm.
So people will be able to get back home. Folks from Anselmo and Myrna that are making the same travel and same trip will be able to get there too.
All right, it's going to be an exciting game, and you can hear it on KCNI and watch it on the video stream on Facebook and YouTube on Sandhills, right?
Yeah, and that's good to have those options, because if you're still working on a Friday and your boss doesn't prefer that you watch a video stream, you can just tune into the KCNI app and listen that way. And speaking of that, I saw the numbers from the streaming-only side of state wrestling yesterday, and they were great.
Phenomenal,
and,
yeah.
I know that you folks were tuned in and listening in, and we had some great wrestling go on from our area wrestlers in Broken Bow, and it was awesome.
More to come today. We were talking about it earlier, as this is a big day. This is a big day and big night for the wrestlers that are still competing, and we'll have Coach Crawley, Coach Patch, and Brent Apperson right there calling it in real time on KBBN 95.3 FM and online at kbbn.com. And I should mention, too, and I guess I didn't mention to you, I'd been working somewhat with our provider for streaming and with Sarah Russell, who kind of takes care of one of our websites. And between all of those folks, we've got things working much, much smoother. If you just want to key in kbbn.com on your keyboard or on your phone, it'll come up and play much easier now. We had some glitches, some updated links and different things that needed to be done, and we got that done just in time. So it is working smoother. So if you've had difficulties in the past, you shouldn't have now.
Great.
Shouldn't have, I say. All right, we have a lot of live reads, Jeremy, and then we do have guests scheduled to come in. So if you want to jump in here, we've got a lot of job opportunities, lots of things going on. And the Ansley Public Schools, for instance, now hiring 2 food service positions, and they're accepting applications for food service manager, head cook, and assistant cook. So if you'd like to join a supportive school environment, preparing and serving meals for students and staff, this is an opportunity. They have competitive pay and compensation package. And this is a year-round schedule, by the way, so you'll be working year-round, and the starting date is negotiable. Contact Kim Jonas at 308-935-1121 or email kjonas@ansleyps.org. This information can be found on Sandhills Express job page.
Power Solutions is hiring as well. If you're a big fan of getting your hands dirty, being part of a solid team, and working where what you do actually matters, this job is for you. They're growing and looking for a reliable diesel shop support technician to support their diesel mechanics with daily shop operations. This role is hands-on and essential to keeping the shop running smoothly. Mechanical experience is a plus, but a strong work ethic, attention to detail, and willingness to learn matters most. They're also looking for a parts manager to support their diesel mechanic shop and Vermeer dealership. This role is hands-on and vital to their shop running smoothly. Computer skills are a must. Lifting is a requirement, between 50 and 100 pounds on average. There will be office time and time when you're on your feet getting and organizing parts. A willingness to help maintain and grow their parts department will be essential to the position. Competitive wages, vacation, health care benefits, and a retirement plan are all a part of the package. So if you'd like more details or to apply, call 872-5524 or email office.powersolution@gmail.com. Join a team that keeps things running at Power Solutions just east of Broken Bow.
Another job opportunity at the Callaway schools, and they are hiring right now, looking for a business office manager, full-time, 40 hours per week, benefit package included, business degree preferred. This is also a year-round position at the Callaway Public Schools. And if you have questions or you'd like more information, get a hold of J.D. Furrow at 308-836-2272. And you can also just stop by the school and fill out an application during regular school hours. And this information, again, is on Sandhills Express job page. This is a 40-hour-per-week position, now hiring for a business office manager at the Callaway Public Schools. All right, we'll take a quick time out. We'll be right back.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
My day starts right.
With Dave and Brent.
It's your year to bank smarter. Leave your regular checking account in 2025 and upgrade to Premier Checking with Bruning Bank, now with an even better rate. With Premier Checking, you earn interest on your account for completing simple actions you do already. Do you currently have an account with us? Transitioning takes less than a minute. Or are you wanting to set up a new account? Stop by and complete our quick and simple sign-up process. Check out details and rates at bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Everyone enjoys getting a greeting card, and at Barney Pharmacy, they are proud to continue to have a wonderful selection for you to choose from. Lean & Tree cards are available for all occasions, including humorous, Western tradition, serious, and more. Barney Pharmacy also has packaged thank you notes, notepads, list pads, and boxed greeting cards from Lean & Tree. Say exactly what you want to say with Lean & Tree products from Barney Pharmacy, downtown Broken Bow.
8:18. Oh, 8:19. Right on time. Casey is here from Mid-Plains Community College. How you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good.
It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah, Pam's been in, but she's been doing a great job. So
yes. We had some trips to take and a couple of meetings, and they all seemed to hit at once. So
that's
but
all
here
right.
I am.
Here you are. You traveled down the highway. What's it like out there?
Well, I underestimated the drifts on our dirt road. That was a little. There was a lot. It took me a little bit to get out of our driveway, but the highways, they're spotty.
Yeah.
You don't want to be not paying attention,
Exactly.
and that's kind of the hard ones when they are good for a while and then you hit a little shady spot, and so be careful. Don't set your cruise.
You're right, because you relax and then you hit a slick spot and it can yank the steering wheel, and so it's kind of dangerous until that gets melted off. So thanks for your road report.
Yeah, I try. Not very official, but
all right. Things rolling along at the college.
Do you guys know what next Friday is? It's the last Friday in February already.
It's nuts.
How did that happen? I mean, I guess here we are at state wrestling and district basketball and all that kind of stuff, so I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. But next Friday, we have, it's back, barn quilts. We're going to be doing a barn quilt class next Friday, the 27th, from 1 to 4. And what I have in my description is a backyard chicken.
Okay.
Backyard chicken.
Whatever that means. Now, what I know about Rose is she always brings designs, and it will have something to do with a chicken. But then you can also choose whatever design you want. Jeremy, you remember taking that class. I mean, you get to kind of pick the one that you want and design it however you want to. There's a method to creating the pattern and getting all of that in there. But if you want to do the backyard chicken, Rose will have that ready for you. Otherwise, you can do, whatever you want for your barn quilt. But these are so fun. They're very, if you like to paint and you like kind of that detail work, for me, it kind of calms me down a little bit and helps me relax. And you have to be patient. You have to be thorough. But it's a fun project. You don't have to have any real particular art skills.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ours is still on display. We've got a big window in our breezeway, and instead of, we have our house has all vinyl siding on it, so we couldn't really figure out a way to hang it on the house. So we hung it using a couple pieces of chain in that big window, so it hangs inside, but you can see it from outside. And
nice.
Yeah, we really like it.
Yeah. They're a lot of fun, and you get to, pick your own colors. You can do a theme. There's a lot of people that do like an Americana type theme or really any color scheme you want. So barn quilts, next Friday, that is going to run from 1 to 4 on Friday afternoon. The cost varies just a little bit depending on what size you get, but you can give us a call and we can help you get registered and let you know what the final cost is.
Okay. All right. The dancing started yet?
Dancing, country dance is ready to go on
right.
this Sunday. Thank you for reminding me of that. This Sunday, February 22nd. Now we do have 10 couples, I believe, but we have room for more.
Okay.
I think the Wrights would take unlimited numbers.
I think they would too.
I'll just say that. But we like to have a crowd, because who doesn't like, nobody wants to dance alone or with just one other couple. That seems kind of boring. So they really get a party going on out there in the shop. It's a lot of fun. And that's going to start this Sunday, February 22nd. From 7 to 9. Now, if you want to join into that class, if you've been thinking about it and going, I should have called, today's the day. Give us a call. Let us know that you're planning on joining in with country dance, and we'll get you into that class. But it's starting here in 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were talking with Pam, and a lot of folks who take the class just want to dance better. A lot of folks want to be prepared for an upcoming wedding or something like that, to where they know they're going to be doing some dancing, maybe haven't danced for a while, maybe really didn't know how to dance together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a little bit of exercise. I mean, you get out, you get to move, you get to, anytime you're moving, it's better for your body.
Yes, it is.
And it's just a little bit of, just fun. One time we had a family that came in, a big family, and they were having a wedding over the summer, and they all wanted to learn how to dance. And I didn't attend that wedding, but I probably should have, just to watch them all dance, because that would have been fun. But yeah, it's fun. It's a little bit of movement, 5 weeks, and it's really a pretty inexpensive date night.
Yeah, it is.
If you want to see it that way.
And it kind of gets you off the couch.
Yes,
out
exactly.
of the house.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yes, really fun ones coming up there. Later on into March, we've got some other fun classes that are coming up. We've got a postcard that's coming out soon. That we try to. I don't think this one's going to have a lot of community ed classes on it. Some of them we have to put more 4-credit classes on that side. So this one will be more of the 4-credit classes. But if you would like a list, we can send you a list of our upcoming classes. If you give us a call, we can email it to you, or you can stop by the college and pick it up.
Okay. All right. How's the credit courses going? Where are we at on that?
Oh, boy, we're almost halfway through the semester already. Can you believe it?
I can't.
I know. I mean, we're in, 3 weeks' time, I believe it is. We're starting registration for summer and fall. So that's coming right up. So that's a good reminder. If you are considering taking courses this fall, and this would be the 4-credit kind, you need to get your application in and make sure that you've got all of your scholarship applications in. Our priority scholarship deadline is March 1st, so make sure that you get that application in, so that you don't miss out on that. And then on March 9th, we will start registration for current students. Now, if you are not a student yet, your registration will start on March 16th.
Okay.
So you got a week after that, but we let our current students get in and get all of their classes registered, and then the new ones come in. So it is time already. Yeah. We've got this summer, we've got nurse aid coming up. A lot of our postcard right now is going to be dedicated to if you are a college student and maybe you're going to be home for the summer and need to take that one extra course that you've been putting off or dreading, or for just whatever reason you haven't taken that course yet. We've got a lot of courses that are transferable, offered online. Some are online, some are on site over the summer. And we're going to be really focusing on those students that are home for the summer, maybe getting a job, but also looking for something to do. And parents, did you just hear what I said? I've got something for your student to do over the summer. They can take a course for probably a lot less money and transfer that back to wherever they're going and be back on their track to getting that degree. So, yeah.
All right. Anything else?
I think that about covers it. Stay warm. It is chilly out there, but I know next week's supposed to be warmer, which is going to be a good thing. But don't forget about barn quilts. Come inside and relax with us on Friday afternoon.
Yeah, make something that you'll enjoy for a long, long time, like Jeremy. And
Absolutely. Our phone number is 872-5259 if you would like to give us a call to register for any courses or get any information.
All right. Before you go, Jeremy he loves cars. He's kind of a gearhead.
Uh-huh.
I was on a walk the other day. Here comes a 1955 Ford two-door, unique color.
Yeah.
Full of Johnsons.
I thought about you guys when we were picking her up because I can't wait for our next car show in town. We got to go pick up a classic car that used to belong to my dad. And if you're friends with me on Facebook, you've probably seen a million stories about it because it has been quite the adventure. But boy, are we enjoying that car. Got to bring it to town. I actually drove it to work the other day. Before it snowed, because we had to go do the inspection and the license and all that. So now it's tucked away safely in our garage. But this summer, that pink car.
It sounded sweet when you drove away. I was out for a walk, and here comes this 55. Wow. And all the Johnsons were in there, and Casey was in the back. And
we were test driving.
What is that? 292 V8.
Yep.
Does that shift on the column, or is it automatic?
It's an automatic.
Wow. Got air conditioning.
Air conditioning, power seats, power windows. I mean,
wow.
It's a pretty cool car, and the story behind it is even cooler. It belonged to my dad back in the 90s, and when he passed away, it left the area, and we've never stopped looking for it, and finally found it down in Missouri and brought it home. So
well, you guys looked like you're having a blast.
Yes,
and we'll look forward to seeing that on the road sometime. Thanks, Casey.
Yep.
Appreciate it. We'll take a time out with these words.
Hi, I'm Roxanne Converse-Whiting, Director of Community Education at Gothenburg Health. Our team continues to be committed to supporting you through every stage of life. Well Ahead means providing advanced specialty services and everyday wellness. You're never alone in caring for yourself or the people you love. We're here to walk beside you, offering expert providers, modern services, and a commitment to complete wellness. Your health matters today, tomorrow, and for the years to come. Gothenburg Health, well ahead.
In Nebraska, honesty and integrity matter. These are the values local broadcasters live by. When others try to divide and mislead, you need a source you can trust that knows your hometown. Nebraska broadcasters aren't just voices on your radio and faces on your screen. We're your neighbors, focused on improving the communities we call home, providing verified information you can trust. KCNI, KBBN, and the Nebraska Broadcasters Association, serving our community, committed to truth.
Ready to turn that yard into a total showstopper? Well, the Garden Center in Broken Bow has the ultimate game plan for you. It starts with their powerful iron-rich formula designed to help your lawn grow richer, greener, and thicker while knocking weeds out of the picture. The Garden Center covers you from the first spring weed prevention and broadleaf control to summer feeding and that crucial fall winterizer. Go all in with the full program and save 10%. Plus, the Garden Center will help you get the right spreader setting for a perfect application. And if you need a spreader, you can even borrow one of theirs. Stop in today and see the difference it makes with the Garden Center's 5-step program.
The best audio experience for your phone or tablet is on the free KCNI and KBBN apps.
You just gave me $1 million idea.
Kickstart your weekdays with the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI. The purest of country music plays on KBBN. We feature classic and modern rock hits, blues, and the smooth sounds of Americana. Local news, weather, and sports are served up as well on the free KCNI and KBBN apps. Download today.
It is 8:31. You're listening to The Breakfast Show on a Friday, and we appreciate that very much. And we appreciate our guests, especially when it's not all that nice out, and they go ahead and come in anyway. So it's good to have folks in from Custer Public Power. Our new manager there, Brad Nowak, is here. Angie is here. Welcome. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
You bet. Brad, I was thinking about you coming in today, and my question would be to start here is you've been here a while now. Maybe calling you a new manager isn't fair anymore because you've been here a while. How's it going?
So far, so good. Still learning things. There's still something new that that we discover pretty much every week, but I'm starting to learn the employees. They're starting to learn me. So we're really starting to hit our stride as far as they know how to communicate with me, vice versa. I feel like we're doing a lot of good things with some of our projects that are going on. I'm starting to get up to speed, learning, looking for opportunities for improvement. Not that there's a lot of them, but every once in a while we might talk about adjusting something a little left or a little right, but so far so good. I think I'm finishing up week 8 right now, so right at the two-month mark. So
okay, yeah, I couldn't remember how long it'd been, and there's always nice to have a fresh look. There's nothing wrong with a fresh look and maybe tweaking things a little bit and making some changes. I'm glad it's going well for you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
we're settling into the area. Really starting to enjoy Nebraska.
Good.
Even yesterday, I guess.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. Like, what about now that you finally experienced? Yeah.
It has been a while since I've had to shovel my driveway. I will say that. It has been since I was in Madison.
Yeah, well, I bet you did up there.
Texas doesn't get much for snow, I'll tell you.
You still had a shovel though, or did you?
I had to buy the move?
You had to buy a.
Yes,
okay.
We did, and actually, I got in trouble in line because the lady behind me said, "What are you doing? Wishing for snow?" I said, "No, I'm just trying to prepare."
I just moved here.
Yeah.
I'm not jinxing you. I just need a shovel, right? Well, I'm glad that we didn't get a storm that was going to cause problems for our electrical services. Where they were talking maybe up to 8 inches at one time, and they weren't really giving us much to go on, like 2 to 8. Well, I thought that was pretty broad, but fortunately we're somewhere in between, and it wasn't the type of snow that caused too many problems, I don't think.
That is correct. We're very thankful. We just had a couple of single outages that popped up, but nothing serious. System performed very well, so we're thankful for that. Like we've said, I think the last time I was here, the snow doesn't bother us too bad. It's that ice gets us when it starts weighing down tree limbs and lines and everything else.
Yeah. We always watch it like you do because, well, we lease on your tower out west here with our antennas, and we have heaters on the antennas, and up on that ridge, the heaters work pretty well, but when it really wants to ice up, it really ices up there. And so we can tell our transmitter automatically turns itself down as ice builds. And so I was kind of watching it yesterday going, hey, this is going pretty well, and that's always good for both of us, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last thing we want is our customers out of power when it's, well below zero and blowing snow.
Yeah, no kidding. Angie, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Pull that mic just a little closer if you would. Sometimes that thing has a mind of
Give
its
it a
own.
yank. It'll hold together. There you go.
There, I want to hear every word, Angie. I know you're just dying to talk to us here this morning, but thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you for having me.
You bet. For those who don't know your job, kind of tell us what you do at Custer Public Power.
Okay, so I'm the team lead at the billing department, customer service. We just try to, we do the billing. We keep things, hopefully keep our customers happy.
Mm-hmm.
We try to help, when they have calls, and we have disgruntled customers that call in, and we try to help and find a problem or a solution to the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I've Custer Public Power is kind enough to let the Custer County Economic Development Group have their meetings there, and a lot of times you're talking to your customers when we're signing in, and I can tell you're just trying to get everything right and make everybody understand and feel comfortable with what the billing is and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's probably a little bit challenging at times, I would imagine.
Sometimes, but I would say for the most part, we have some really good customers.
Yeah.
And everybody is pretty good if there is an outage. Most people call in and give us the information, but it can be trying because it depends how long their power's out. So.
Yeah. How long have you been with Custer Public Power?
14 years.
14 years.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about some of the other people you work with in your...
In my department is Shelly and Brianna. They're at the front desk, and they do a great job. We love it when customers can come in and visit with us. We like to put a face to a name because a lot of times we talk to so many people.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of fun to be able to do that. So they're great gals. They do a great job up there. So.
Yeah, well, I know Shelley pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
She has a big job putting up with. She probably practices. If there's anybody out there that's unsettled, she just goes home and practices with Brent. I bet.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. She's got a lot of practice dealing with him over the years.
Oh my
so,
gosh, yeah. Poor kid. And you don't want to go there, do you? That's fine. That's fine. I was also thinking, Brad, about the end of our conversation. Last time you were here, you were going to dive into the legislative activities at the east end of the state. That's part of what you do. Have you been able to get involved in any of that yet?
Probably not as much as I'd like to, but I was able to attend an event that NREA, our statewide organization, put together. With the amount of bills going through Lincoln, some of the senators were tied up, so we didn't get to make as many connections as we would have liked to, but we did get to meet. For me personally, I got to meet some of the senators in the area, which was nice, and we talked as a group from the utility perspective, not necessarily with the senators specifically on bills, but as a group we got to talk about where our priorities should lie. There's handful or so bills that are being discussed that could affect public power, and so we wanted to unify our response and our thoughts on that so that when we did have an opportunity to talk to somebody, a decision maker, we were showing that united front, which was important. So I'm still learning. This session is moving quickly. This is the first one for me, but what I hear, of course, is the shorter session, and so there's a lot going on. So I'm doing my best to kind of wrap my head around number one, the process, but also some of the specific bills that are being discussed, trying to add input where I can. Certainly I'm new to Nebraska, but I'm not new to the industry, so I've seen different perspectives and different strategies, and so sometimes they apply, and if they do, I try to interject in a thought just to maybe give a different perspective to consider.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes in federal regulations that have just come down the pike, and I'm sure everybody's trying to get their heads around that. And I think that's always been, interesting from administration to administration over the years. The public power, because you're unique, public power is unique, to be able to adjust to those ebbs and flows that change federally. So you have that as well.
Yes, we do. Every 4 years, sometimes 8, but you got to readjust. Yeah. You just never really know the new direction, and you may have been heading down one path, but perhaps funding changed or whatever. So you got to pivot, and that's just one of the necessary evils, so to speak, of this industry. We are contingent on regulations, and they control what we can do and different things, and so we do our best to stay up to date and adjust in the best way we can, the most efficient way we can. That's why it is nice to have the statewide organization that has the ability to pay much more attention. They're actually in Lincoln, so they're following what's happening much more closely than we can here. So we appreciate that and take every opportunity we can to learn from them as they get to interact with some of the decision makers.
Yeah. Challenging, I'm sure, but it's nice you have that communication that you need from state to federal.
Absolutely.
Jeremy, if you have any questions, just jump in, because know I'm kind of a chatterbox. So
No, I will.
Did you want to interview Angie, or did you want me to?
Oh, I'll let you continue to do that.
I've known Angie a while, so you did bring some paperwork with you, Angie. What did you want to kind of highlight this morning?
Well, they wanted me to just touch on a few things that we're doing in the billing department right now. One thing we're working on is sending out yard light letters. They're dusk to dawn agreements. We're sending them out to all the people that have lights on their accounts, and the form would say to mark it's either on a meter pole a transformer pole or a combination meter transformer pole, and then you just mark which one it's on, sign it, and send it back to us. And then we can update the account. If it's not on one of those poles, if it's a customer-owned pole, we will give you the light, and then we'll take off the fees off your account, because our guys can no longer work on the lights that are not on our poles or our equipment. So.
I remember when that change come
Mhm.
along, and it's sounds like it's continuing
It
to
is.
be a work in progress, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And so we are getting several in, and so we do this periodically, and we're hoping that we'll get the majority in them this time, and then it'll just be as we go along, as people are changing accounts and that kind of thing. So
Yeah. Oh, it's an important issue, because here in our communities where we live in town, we don't think about walking out and having the yard light going on. But in the country, it's a big deal, isn't it?
it is when they say they step out the door and it's like, wow, it's dark.
Yeah, very dark.
Can you fix our light? So.
All
yeah.
right. Okay. All right. What else?
And then we're also working on annual bills now. And so since they are seasonal and we just do the stock wells once a year and the irrigations twice a year, we sent out a letter having people just get a hold of us to see if there's any changes. They can just give us a call, let us know, because if we run these just yearly, it's very important to send the bills out to the right people.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
And as I remember, well, if you think about it, there's a lot of people who live on their land and either have cattle on their own land, but there's also a whole lot of absentee owners that live somewhere else that own land here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be quite a challenge to get all that rounded up.
Yeah, it is, but it also, I think people forget, because it only comes once a year. So
Mhm.
when they get the bill, it's like, oh, I sold that last year. So, and that's so we send out the letter so we can kind of get that updated before the billing, because then it is a process to change everybody afterwards. And
Okay.
so, and we want to bill the right person. So.
Yeah, yeah. More work in progress, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So, stock wells, we need all of those information in by March 1st, because we'll be mailing that out toward the end of March, and then they'll be due April 20th. And then irrigation changes we need to know by April 1st, and then the bill will go out in April, and it'll be due, I think it was June 15th. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So.
There's a lot to it, isn't there?
There is. There is.
All right.
But we just keep up on it and do what we can, and hopefully. And then when they're making those transfers, we need to, if you have a meter number or an account number, when you call in, that really just helps us quickly locate the correct account, and we can get that paperwork started for you. Some of the information that we do need would be the name of the person or persons that the account's going to go into, and then we verify with both parties, the current owner and the new owner, or the tenant and the landlord. And then we need the data transfer whenever you want that transferred over, and then a forwarding address for the final bill of the closed out customer. Then for the new customer, we want the mailing address, phone numbers, date of birth, social security number, because we need to do a verification on them, and then to see if there's a deposit that'll be required for that. And then email address. Once we start the transfer, we would send them a DocuSign. They would sign it, return it back to us, and then we can finalize that transfer over. So.
Okay.
And then with the newer customers, we send out a welcome packet, and it has a whole lot of information in there. We send out a calendar, and everybody seems to really like that.
They're popular.
They are, and it is actually from, most of the pictures are from our customers themselves, and so a lot of people really like to see that.
Yeah.
And they know somebody that took the picture, or they took it themselves. So, and if you want to submit those pictures, Taryn's taking them now, and she'll take them up till September 1st, I think.
All right.
So,
All right.
Also within that welcome packet, we have a magnet, and it's for a quick reference. It'll have our number on it, and then we put on your account number and meter number. So if there is an outage, it's just grab that off your refrigerator, give us a call, and we can get our guys out there.
All right.
So, yeah.
Wow, you're busy.
She is, and I'd like to add, from my perspective, Angie and her team do such a great job for Custer, for us employees, but also for the customers. But the key to that is she needs help from our customers, right?
Right.
There's a lot of changes that happen out, And it's very, very important that people call her and her team and make sure they provide that information so she can continue to do a good job for us.
Yeah, because there's a lot of different roadways on all this building and so forth, and for property owners and stock wells and irrigation. And well, we've talked about it 100 times when we have a show with Custer Public Power. We don't think about all the different things that are attached to electricity until they don't work, right? And there's a lot of, especially in industry, farming, agriculture, business, homes, all different applications for the electricity needs and how it's all fit together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can I ask you a question too, as far as the on the billing side of it? We're what, few months, 6 months into trying to upgrade our billing system where you get electronic payments and that sort of thing. Okay. It's been a real pain. I'll tell you that right now. But we're getting closer, but there's still some things we're working out. But I think you guys really added a lot of services with an app and all sorts of things, didn't you?
We have. So our payment options, you can always still pay by check or cash. That's what we take in the office. If you're going to do it from home, we have pay by phone, which is just call the number. It's all automated. You put in your account number, and then it just walks you right through it. And then we have the use Pay Now feature on our website, which is very handy. You just put in your account number, the last name of or business, and then it'll bring up all the accounts under that name, and then you can just pay them that way too. Or we also have auto pay. You just fill out a form. It's an ACH form, and you return it with a voided check, and then we get you signed up. It has to go through a pre-note stage, and so once we get it, we put it in there. The first billing, it'll go through the pre-note. You'll pay one more time by check or cash, and then after that, it'll be automatic bill paid.
Okay.
So
lots of ways to get the money to you guys and keep the service going, right?
It is.
Yeah.
And then we also have Smart Hub, it's an app that you can get through the website, or there's a QR code on the back of our bills. And once you sign up with that, it's a 24/7 secure site, and you can make your payments anytime. You can view your energy usage, set up alerts, notifications. You can go paperless, and then you can update any information on that at that time too.
You know, when Jeremy's been here a while, he's younger than me. I think you can tell by looking. And I would hand him his paycheck, thinking he was going to take it to the bank. And he took a picture of it. What the crazy? What's kind of crazy? What's going on here? Don't you want to take your check to the bank? That's where I'm at, Angie.
I still take my check to the bank. I get.
But those are convenient ways for people to get the money, get the payment made. So you have all those options.
It is, yeah. And so we just try to, keep up with the way, because sometimes things happen, and and everybody's different. Some people don't like to write checks anymore, so they want to have other options.
Some people want to mail them. Some people want to do. You have a drop off as well.
Absolutely.
So lots of ways to.
Yeah. And we love it when the people come in too. So.
Yeah. Boy, you're right, Brad. You got a great crew here with lots of different things to keep track of.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very, very fortunate. Very thankful. When I got here, that it didn't take very long to realize how strong the team really is. It does make my job a lot easier.
When you accepted the position, I'm pretty sure you knew how many acres that Custer Public Power was serving. Did that concern you at all? Because to me, I have a hard time getting my head around the amount of area that is served through Custer Public Power.
Well, actually, so yes, there is some concern because, when you have that much territory, you have remote lines that can take a while to restore. So on that side, yeah, a little bit of concern. But what outweighed that was my excitement for having the territory. Because the way I look at it, if you have, whether it's your own personal property or like Custer's territory, when you have that land, it's hard for people to take it away from you.
Yes.
When you're smaller and you're trying to expand because, maybe you've pretty much built out your territory, much harder to expand in those scenarios. So while I do know we have to pay close attention to some of our some portions of our territory where the terrain is a little more challenging. Maybe there's trees are a little heavier and different things. So certainly we got to pay attention to that. But it's more about the excitement because anything can happen in this area. You know, it's our territory. So we're trying to encourage any and everybody to come into Custer County and our surrounding counties that, you know, are within our territory to, you know, make their businesses here, make their lives here, and you know, be part of our Custer PPD family.
Yeah, well said. And you have a variety of different, like you say, you have canyon country, sandhill country, farming, of course, real diversified needs out there for you to serve. So that's got to be kind of interesting too.
Absolutely. I can't say I've seen it all just yet.
Yeah.
It is quite large, but I am doing my best to visit our outposts. We've got some outposts there where we've got local linemen that can respond quicker. And so I'm doing my best to get out to those locations as I have time, but even just drive the territory. I want to see it all and try to understand it. Knowing that I'm not the one that can really get out there and fix it. Yeah, we count on our great linemen to do that, but I do want to, you know, understand it and see what things we can do to try and have our customers have a better electrical experience.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like you like to see the customers walk in, so when you do talk to them on the phone and do paperwork with them, you have a visual, and I can understand Brad wanting to go out and go, if they have a trouble up by north of Dunning or something, you have a picture in your mind.
Exactly.
You kind of understand a little better, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, you brought the publication, the monthly publication with you. I haven't looked at it yet. What are some of the highlights in there?
So on that, this is the bi-monthly, and this will be the March-April issue, and it should be coming out soon.
Okay, that's
for
why.
everybody.
No, you haven't seen it.
Yeah. Well, that makes me feel better.
And I could leave you this one.
That would be cool.
So on this one, April is actually our line appreciation month, and so our guys do a great job. They work, they live, they do everything within those communities. So these are their friends, their neighbors, their customers, but you know they just really want to do a good job for them. So, so that there's a little bit about that in there. There always have our notes from our general manager Brad, and he always has a good.
Does he have in his article that he bought a new scoop?
I did not read that in there this time.
No, I think I accidentally left that one out.
It's always interesting though to get your thoughts on paper on print. So
I appreciate that. I like the opportunity.
Yeah.
There's just a picture in there of all of the people that work for Custer Power, and we're just celebrating the linemen, the men and women who at Custer Power keep the lights shining bright for us.
Very good.
But also in there, we're going to have home lighting 101 tips. I mean, it's just going to tell you what the difference between watts and lumens are. It's going to have just a guide in there, what room you have, what they recommend for how many lumens there are, the fixture type, and just some smart tips to go by.
Yeah, help us buy the right bulb. Right?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
And then there's some tasty recipes. If you want to share your recipe, you can get that to Taryn, and it'll be published in this magazine.
All
and
right.
So,
what real quick? What are we featuring?
This one is Cadbury Mini Egg Bark, which was ready for Easter coming up.
Okay.
And then the other is a deviled egg dip. And Taryn said it's like a deviled egg, but with not all the work.
Okay. Hey, I like that.
No,
if it
good.
tastes similar and it's not as much work, I like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's a
So I thought we
win-win.
might try that.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have recipes you could share in there, Dave?
Well, you know
You've shared some interesting ones, some
Yeah.
interesting things you like to eat. You know, you were just talking about.
Oh, well, poor Brad went through that last time.
Oh, yeah?
Because we asked him if he'd ever had a flying saucer, which is minced ham with mashed potatoes on top.
Mm-hmm.
Minced ham.
Yeah.
But he's a little above that. In Texas, it was all about barbecue, right,
It
Brad?
was.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was,
yeah.
for sure.
We're up here in Nebraska having
minced ham.
Yeah, minced ham and potatoes. Yeah.
Well, you know, think about Maine. They have lobster everywhere,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Yes, that's right.
true.
That's right. Well, it's always fun to see the recipes in there, and the people can send them in and share them, right?
Yeah, it's kind of fun to see what your recipes, especially if you have one that you've liked for all these years and you want to share it with other people. It's a good place to put it. So.
Yeah. All right. That's coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then there is going to be also plan ahead to write out prolonged power outages. So there's just hints and tips and tricks to get ready if there is a outage. Our guys are very good about getting the power back on as soon as possible, but every once in a while, if it doesn't work that way, then you want to be prepared. So
yeah, and there's some steps you can take ahead to make it a little less painful.
It's a good timely article to have too, because I mean we were spoiled with the winter that we had this year, not only from a snow but also an ice perspective. But we just talked about it with Casey with the college. March is 1 week away, and then here come severe storms, which I know provide their own challenge to power. So those are good things to know.
They do, and we will be trying to stay as proactive as we can once those hit the forecast, and try to prepare from a material standpoint and a workforce standpoint. But we will ask for our customers' patience, because getting around and accessing some of those facilities, if they do happen to break or fall, it takes some time and it presents challenges. But we will do our best to stay proactive and plan ahead with that. But I also wanted to take just a couple of seconds to mention that for our irrigation customers, we will be sending out our annual letter for that group. And there's a lot of good information in there. I don't have one with me, but there's a lot of good information there, similar to what Angie was already talking about. If you've had any changes with your irrigation service, please call our office to get all that updated. And we will be able to talk a little bit more about that the next time we join the show, once that letter does make it to our customers. But please keep an eye out for that.
All right. That'll be important. And
absolutely.
I think we're all scratching our heads as dry as it's been as to what we're heading into this growing season. So that'll be good to have a discussion on that.
Yes.
Make sure we're all good to go. Okay. Well, we're out of time. Can you believe that? Angie, was it as bad as you thought it was going to be?
No, it was okay.
Well, appreciate you guys coming in and doing business with us. And most importantly, we enjoy your friendship and all the times that we'll be able to talk about how lucky we are to have a public power provider here in Nebraska. So thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
We'll take a time out with these words, and then we'll go to news.
Spring is already in bloom at the Secret Garden just outside of Myrna. Come see the beautiful new spring decor and don't miss their Clean Out the Warehouse clearance. With 60 to 75% off a huge selection of items that you won't find online, and they've never done this kind of sale before ever. This Friday and Saturday only. Matthew 5 verse 9 says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." Visit them soon at the Secret Garden or shop online at thesecretgardenonline.com.
Looking for a place where creativity, community, and quilting come together? Visit Stitched by Jessie Rose in Taylor, Nebraska, your hometown quilt shop for beautiful fabrics, kits, classes, and long-arm quilting services. This February, don't miss their Handy Quilter hands-on education event. Learn long-arm quilting with expert guidance, no machine required. And just for the radio listeners, stop in and say, "I heard it on the radio, let's stitch something beautiful," and receive a free fat quarter. Stitched by Jessie Rose in Taylor. Visit stitchedbyjessierose.com or call 708-2796.
Just like technology and all of this talk about AI, the world of construction and home design is always evolving too. At Ansley Lumber and Supply, they are committed to having the very latest in materials as well as the tools you need to tackle the job. Wanting to get in on the barn-dominium craze? Well, Ansley Lumber and Supply has everything from the plans and framing to the windows, insulation, and shingle material you need. If your project is a little smaller than building a new home, they have what you need for those too. Ansley Lumber and Supply. Visit them on Main Street in Ansley.
Year-end clearance sale, as is sale, inventory reduction sale, call it whatever you want, but here's the point. Aglen ATV had so many December trade-ins, we don't have time to get them ran through the shop because we put customer machines first. So the guys decided to pass the savings on to you, and we're offering all pre-owned units at cost. Our loss, your gain. More units are added to the sale daily. Sale lasts until Wednesday, February 25th, right before closing for inventory on the 26th through the 28th. Come grab a deal at Aglen ATV.
Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Trump says he'll decide in the next 10 to 15 days whether to launch military strikes on Iran. CBS Face the Nation's Margaret Brennan says some aren't holding him to his word.
Diplomatic sources tell me that this timeline could be even shorter than that because the president previously bombed Iran this past summer while we were in the midst of talks with them.
Indirect nuclear negotiations are ongoing. U.S. economic growth slowed more than expected in the final 3 months of last year, increasing at an annual rate of 1.4%. Analyst estimates were about 2.5%. President Trump blames the record-long government shutdown. Consumer spending was also down. Britain's former Prince Andrew out of jail after yesterday's arrest. As an investigation into his ties with Jeffrey Epstein continues, the BBC's Noor Nanji.
Last night, a photograph emerged of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, apparently shell-shocked and slumped in the back seat of a car as he was driven from a police station in Norfolk.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
In the NBA, Cade Cunningham put on a show at Madison Square Garden.
79-71 Detroit. Cade splits the defense, goes to the... and threw it down with the left hand. 81-71. You okay?
Yeah, man.
You heard it on the Ticket Pistons radio network. They outscored the Knicks 126-111, and Cunningham ended with 42 points. Kevin Durant had 35 points as the Rockets survived 105-101 against the Hornets. The Clippers and the Nuggets went down to the wire, but LA survived 115-114. Benedict Mathurin off the bench for LA had 38 points. The Spurs have won 7 in a row after rolling past the Suns 121-94. Celtics outscored the Warriors 121-110, and the Magic crushed the Kings 131-94, handing Sacramento their 15th straight loss.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Slight chance for snow today, otherwise mainly sunny. High temperatures reach up to 27, northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Cloudy skies expected tonight, slight chance for snow, lows around 9 above. Lots of sunshine tomorrow, highs level off around 38. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
9:05 is your time. 3 above zero under a sunny sky. Winds out of the northwest, 5 miles per hour. That puts your wind chills at about 9 below if they stay at 5. Barometric pressures at 29.95 and rising. Humidity at 81%. We received 0.10 precipitation from the snowfall. We're going to say 2.5 to 3.5 inches. That's our hedge there. I did measure 4 in my driveway at home this morning. High yesterday was 15, overnight low of 2 below. Sunset today at 6:18, sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:24. So we did pick up 0.10 and wet things down, and that's certainly welcome because of the fires that were occurring, and we're watching those fires in Kansas and Oklahoma still being fought in those areas and doing a lot of damage and livestock suffering and so forth. So we're feeling pretty lucky here in central Nebraska. Did receive word from the post office this morning. The truck is running late, and they will be making their mail deliveries where possible. But they will be late in getting the mail, and they'll be out delivering where they can from the Broken Bow. And I guess probably all the area post offices today until the mail gets delivered to each location, and then they get it out into the countryside.
I want to let you folks know about Sargent Public School accepting applications for a food service manager and head cook for the 26-27 school year and beyond. They're looking for a well-qualified, dependable, and student-focused individual to lead their school nutrition program and continue providing high-quality meals for their students and staff. The food service manager and head cook is responsible for planning, preparing, and serving nutritious meals in compliance with the Nebraska Department of Education and USDA school nutrition guidelines. This position provides leadership within the kitchen and plays a key role in maintaining a positive, safe, and efficient food service environment. So if you're interested, you should submit an application, resume, and references to Byron Olson Jr., Superintendent at byron.olson, with an E, at sargentpublicschools.org, or mail to Sargent Public Schools, P.O. Box 366, Sargent, Nebraska 68874.
Big news at Chapin's. It's a birthday bash that started yesterday at Chapin's Interior Square One Boutique, and it goes through Saturday, all the way through Saturday with this sale. Lola can't give you the discount of her age because she'd basically be giving it away. Lola, don't be so hard on yourself. So, winter clearance is marked down 50%, and there is a clearance rack that is 50% off with an extra 20% off, and she's added new items, so it's worth checking out. And don't forget to get in now for those prom tuxedo rentals. Lola donates $10 to your school for each tux she rents. If buying is better as an option for a suit, she can help you there as well. Stop in and let her help. Her birthday is Saturday, so stop in between now and Saturday and wish Lola a happy birthday and join the party with the winter clearance and new spring arrivals at Chapin's.
Happy birthday, Lola.
Yeah, Lola, don't be so hard on yourself. Happy birthday. We'll be right back.
At Palmer Monument, they work with dedication to honor your loved ones with care and craftsmanship that lasts. They work with you to design meaningful, lasting memorials for your loved ones. Palmer Monument of Broken Bow, designed with pride, sold with integrity. Drivers and farmers need a DOT physical? Thompson Chiropractic has you covered. At Thompson Chiropractic in Broken Bow, Dr. Riley Thompson provides certified DOT physicals to keep you moving safely and confidently. Some call it a CDL physical or a med card. Whatever you call it, Thompson Chiropractic handles it with professional, hassle-free care. When it's time for your next DOT physical, remember Thompson Chiropractic in Broken Bow, your dependable stop for DOT exams.
Think you can read a DJ's mind? Then get ready for Mind Match on KCNI and KBBN. We're thinking like the DJ could win you cash. No trivia, no right or wrong answers. Just 5 questions and a growing jackpot.
Hey everyone, Jeremy here. I get it. It's scary to think about matching the minds of our staff, but the cash is going to make it worth it.
Mind Match, coming soon to The Breakfast Show. Sign up to play on the contests page at sandhillsexpress.com.
And Jeremy's here, so maybe he can give you a couple more details about Mind Match coming in March.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. It's not dependent on knowing something. I mean, you can win the prize even with getting the... They're not questions that have right or wrong answers. They're kind of your gut feeling. The example I continue to use is how many slices of pizza can you get out of a large pizza? Some people would say 8, some would say 10. So if the first person answered 8 and then the contestant also answered 8, that would be a match. And you'd be able to, that'd be 1 out of the 3 you need to win the prize pot. So questions like that, it's kind of gut feeling. Or they can have a right or wrong answer, but maybe the first contestant answers wrong, and it's just common knowledge that people get a lot of, that they happen to get wrong often. Maybe we all as a society think that one thing is one way and it's actually another. If you think that it's about thinking the same way rather than getting questions right or wrong. There's just not a right or wrong way to do it.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it should be a blast.
What's the jackpot start out with?
Starts at $25.
$25.
And it'll go up $25 each and every week. And we're kind of feeling that out as well. We wanted the jackpot to raise by a significant amount each week and build that excitement. But also it wouldn't, I mean, we would love to have somebody win it every single week.
Right.
But when you build up that jackpot and someone maybe wins a couple $100 after you've been building the jackpot a couple months, that's exciting too. So we're kind of trying to find that middle ground to where we can have some winners, but not have everyone just win $25. But I don't think there's anybody out there right now that wouldn't take $25 in their pocket.
Well, it's not quite half tank of gas, but pretty close, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that'll
So
help.
That certainly does help. And cash is cash. You can spend it on whatever you want.
You bet. You bet. In fact, you could spend a little on Sunday, February 22nd, but you won't have the mind match money with you. But I think you'll go ahead and reach in your pocket, because this is a pancake and silent auction coming up on Sunday, February 22nd at the Broken Bow Municipal Building from 12 p.m. until 3 p.m. It's a fundraiser for the North Park Inclusive Playground Project. So put that on your calendar and go out and have some delicious pancakes Sunday. Also, I think you use eggs to make pancakes, probably, don't you? Or probably just a pancake batter. But
yeah, it depends on what kind of pancake. If you're doing it the way I do it, the mix.
Yeah.
You don't really have to use it, but
you don't have to. Or you can just have a fried egg or two alongside the pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the news. Irwin Gardens and Poultry is cracking back into the parking lot Saturday at Tractor Supply Company with farm fresh goodness you won't want to miss. So stop by Saturday at 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. and stock up on eggs. Actually, what you need is to make sure that fridge has like a couple dozen eggs in it, so you can do anything you want, breakfast or bake or do what you want with farm fresh eggs. They're the best kind. They have large brown eggs for just $3 a dozen, or an 18-pack of medium eggs for only $3. So don't let this deal scramble away. Add some farm fresh flavor to your weekend. Stop by Saturday at the Tractor Supply Company and pick up your eggs between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m.
Always good to have eggs on hand. Our standby meal is just a good egg sandwich.
They're good.
Piece of cheese on it and a couple of pieces of bread, and you've got yourself a meal.
You put mayo on them?
No.
Might try that. It's not bad. Or Miracle Whip, whichever
No,
one.
that would be bad. You know me. I'm the world's #1 Miracle Whip hater.
I shouldn't have went there. That always works Jeremy up.
Oh, yeah. There maybe you could count the amount of things on one hand that I would actually take the time to debate. And it's not so much, I get that people like Miracle Whip and that people like mayo. You have your preferences. But I just don't understand when people say that Miracle Whip and mayonnaise are, quote unquote, the same thing. That I will never agree with. You can like Miracle Whip, but you can't say that they taste the same. I'm worried about your taste buds at that point.
All right, Jeremy, thank you very much.
Sorry, yeah, see, you got me going. I told myself, I was like, I will just let it go.
Well, you might try mayo with your egg sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would give that a try.
We have a break we're going to take, and we'll be back. And by the way, before we close the show, we're going to be giving away a Love Local gift card to Callaway Market, so stick around for that.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN Radio.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith, the Palmer Monument Company. There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, we are giving you one more reason, our annual winter sale. Come and see us today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off our already reduced prices. Our goal is to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs, and will save you money too, during the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow in Lexington.
Ever notice your world getting smaller since you started dating them? They don't want you hanging with friends. They get weird about your family. They say, you only need me. That's not main character energy. That's isolation. Real Riz keeps you with your people. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Your voice, your boundaries, and your safety matter. If you need support, call Healing Hearts and Families at 308-872-2420.
Oh yeah, heavy metal. Light metal, shiny metal, rusty metal, long metal, short metal. We buy it all. Myers Iron Salvage. So get off your brass and get the lead out to Myers Iron Salvage west of Broken Bow on Rhino Road. Or call 308-880-0309 to talk to the Iron Man.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, Palmer Monument Company is giving you one more good reason: their annual winter sale. Come and see them today with the coupon from the newspaper and receive additional savings off their already reduced prices.
Hi, this is Chris Smith with the Palmer Monument Company. It's our goal to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs. And with our sale, we'll save you money too.
During the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company in Lexington and Broken Bow.
Spring is coming, and RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow is ready to help you green up those yards and keep them looking great all year long. They can help you with their 4-step program, letting you know the right schedule. From grass seed and fertilizers to weed control, lawn tools, and expert advice, RTA's has everything you need to grow a yard you'll love. Whether you're fixing bare spots or starting fresh, their friendly team is there to help. Call the store today for details on their 4-step program and get signed up. They have you and your lawns covered at RT Ace Hardware.
Hey, it's Brent Barnett with Brownfield, and I hope you'll join us on an upcoming episode of Outdoor Adventures. This podcast is geared towards people who love the outdoors. Each week, we dive into topics ranging from white-tailed deer hunting tactics, uses of public land, fishing along small creeks and streams, shed antler hunting, camping, and much, much more. We've also surpassed 100 video episodes on YouTube. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
918, Nebraska Land Hearing. Just was in the other day, and Roxanne was doing some work for a family member, making sure that the hearing aids fit properly and were working to their maximum for the folks who were getting new hearing aids. And it was fun to watch. They do the hearing check and a graph, kind of baseline it, and then you go back in for checkups on an annual basis, just like you do other health care facilities, and do an annual checkup to make sure you're hearing properly. And if you need hearing aids, don't worry about it. They'll take care of it. Roxanne and Nebraska Land Hearing works with any budget because hearing aids don't have to break the bank. And she's proudly served here in the Broken Bow area from the same trusted location for over 10 years now. And Roxanne has been helping neighbors hear better without the hassle of long drives or big city prices. She actually has over 35 years of experience and has multiple Best of the Best awards. Roxanne offers top quality, state-of-the-art hearing technology, including rechargeable hearing aids that don't need batteries to mess with. She also provides free evaluations, free office calls after the sale, extended warranties, and discounts for both new and returning patients. Don't drive out of town. Just call 308-384-3852 and schedule your appointment today for expert hometown care that fits your budget right here in Broken Bow inside the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce building.
Got some information about what's going on coming up at the Wild Rose Gallery. They've got a Sankey workshop, the art and history of creating Ukrainian eggs. Have you ever seen these things?
I tried that once. I took that
Really?
class. It is phenomenal what people can do. It can be beautiful art.
You don't need to be an accomplished artist to do it. It just requires the right mindset. So once the concepts are learned, you'll find a sense of meditation as you enter into this age-old art form. Now, this is coming up Saturday the 7th of March from 10 to 2:30 at the Wild Rose Gallery. The cost is $40, and what you need to bring is a good attitude. All of the supplies are provided, and if you'd like to reserve a space, you can call or email the gallery, 872-2632, or wildrose.artists@gmail.com. Paul is available at 870-3587, or you can call Teresa at 880-2228. Also, make sure you follow them on Facebook to keep up with their events and workshops. Also, remember they are searching for photos as a part of their photo contest, March 14th through the 28th. The show will be open to the public during those regular gallery hours on those days. Entry fee is $5 per entry. Your entries need to be framed and mounted with stable wire hangers. Entry day is Saturday, the 14th of March from 10 until 2. The reception is Saturday, the 28th of March at 2 p.m. All entries need to be picked up after that reception. Custer Public Power will be choosing some photos to be included in their 2027 calendar. There's also some details on how those images need to be formatted and things like that. So if you have questions, and most importantly, if you have a photo to enter, all that same contact information applies. All of this information, again, is on their Facebook page as well. Lots of exciting, fun things going on at the Wild Rose Gallery.
All right, thank you very much. We're squeezed for time here. We're gonna run out of time.
Uh-oh.
I don't think Brent needs to get on quite as quickly, according to this text. So.
He texted us. He said that we've got a little bit before the first wrestler. So
okay.
if we squeak over time a little bit, we'll be all right.
Okay.
He won't get too mad at us.
Oh, he'll be burning up.
Yeah, they're burning up there in Omaha.
Well, he's got plenty of energy because they've been eating minced ham sandwiches with mayo. Speaking of that, we did have some comments. Becky Daly over in Arnold says, Dave, mayo is good on an egg sandwich. Patsy Burnett says, Duke's mayo is the best.
I've never had Duke's mayo. After I watch the Duke's Mayo Bowl each year, though, it really does. I mean, there's a reason they sponsor that. It has me wondering what Duke's mayo tastes like. I have a hard time going away from Hellman's.
Yeah. Larry Bauer down in Arizona says, good morning, guys. My son lives at Lake Tahoe, and he said they got just over 5 feet of snow in 24 hours.
Hey, the skiers there are loving that right now.
Rochelle Meyer says, we took the country dance classes at Mid-Plains to get ready for our daughter's wedding reception. It was a blast. And the first one of those is coming up on Sunday, so stop by and get signed up. Also, this is February 20th, right? So today is the first fish fry, Knights of Columbus Fish Fry, and that starts at 5:30 today and runs to 7 p.m. at the Myrna Community Building. And let's see, Lent and Holy Week, United Methodist will be having the sermons a la carte next Wednesday. That will be at the church, and the United Methodist Church is the speaker will be from that church for that day. Also, save this date, mark down February 22nd. That's coming up fast from 5 until 7. Plan to attend the United Methodist Men's Roast Beef Dinner, and that will be at the Fellowship Hall at the church, United Methodist Church. Tickets will be available at the door.
You know, I got to thinking about what we should submit recipe-wise for the Custer Public Power recipe portion of their publication that comes out. I just have this feeling that Jack is... I just feel like he's got a good lemon meringue pie recipe. Yeah, I mean, the guy definitely knows his way around a lemon meringue pie.
Oh, he does.
I just get this guy, I'm not basing that on any previous knowledge.
Kazing.
Oh, man.
The weekend is here. That means you might need to stock up on beverages. Where would you go? Whiskey Barrel.
Yes, go to the Whiskey Barrel. Nice thing about the whiskey, there's been several times that I'm looking for something that I read that someone is enjoying, and they say, hey, give this a try mixed with this, and I struggle to find it. Stan's got the variety, and there's a good chance you'll walk in there, find it on his shelf, and it's got, nobody these days commits to putting a sticker on things.
I know. They do there, don't they?
They do there. You pick up any of the bottles on the shelf, it's got a price stuck to it. That's because he commits to the price when he puts it on the shelf. It doesn't change. He doesn't put different tags on the shelf based on the week or the market or whatever. He knows what he bought it for, and he knows what he wants you to pay for it when you do business with him. So go and visit the Whiskey Barrel, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, and the price is right on the items. No question as to what you're going to be paying when you get up there to the register.
That's also very beneficial when you only have so much money in your wallet.
Yes.
And you know, can I buy that?
Yeah, before you get up there.
Yeah.
How much cash are you going to need?
And you don't want to try to deal with Stan if you don't have enough money to pay for the product. You're going to take some heat.
Well, or he'll tell you, oh, I've got some boxes that need unloaded, or you can work off that that debt.
Yeah, wash the coolers out or something. Yeah. Real quick, want to remind you, too, that later this month, Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway having their annual conference at Old Ironsides in Carroll, and that's on Saturday, February 28th. It all starts at 10 a.m., and you can get a hold of Linda Tion at 308-430-0786 or Scotty Ross at 308-370-1424 and get your tickets. And they'll be having that in Carroll.
It's a possibility, folks, that this last burst of snow, even though it was one of few this winter, maybe that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Maybe you've just had enough of scooping your own sidewalk and driveway. You need to be given a call to Off Broadway, and certainly going to take a tour. They offer exceptional assisted and independent living, plus a great move-in special and a referral bonus going on right now. Their staff can help with housekeeping, medication management, and meals, taking the burden off of your shoulders. They can help with as little or as much as you would like. They're there 24/7 if you need them, giving you peace of mind while still maintaining your independence. You choose your level of care, and you're free to come and go as you please. Here's the big benefit. They handle the cooking and cleaning. I think that's what my wife and I talk about the most. Like, man, how great would life be if you just didn't have to worry about cooking and cleaning alone?
That would be nice.
You take those two things away, and that's just such a big advantage. No yard work, no snow scooping, just comfort, community, and convenience. So go and take a look at what they have to offer. They'd love to welcome you through their doors at Off Broadway in Broken Bow.
All right, very good. In a moment or two, we're going to give you a chance to win that $25 gift card at Callaway Market. So be listening closely here. Do you have anything left over there yet?
Just one more thing. Wanted to mention what's going on the east end of Broken Bow at the Tumbleweed Cafe and Cracker Jack's Sports Bar and Grill. Want to put Cracker Jack's in the spotlight because every day at 5, Cracker Jack's Sports Bar and Grill is open on the west side of Tumbleweed. When many of the eating establishments are closed on Mondays, Cracker Jack's is open. So stop in and grab some great food, cold drinks, and visit with friends. You'll find cheese cigars. Had some of those recently. Those are so good. Wings, Clubhouse flatbreads, burgers, fries, and more. They're open Monday through Saturday from 5 to 10. Carmen says the grill is on until she walks out the door. So go and have a delicious meal at the Tumbleweed Cafe. On the west end of the building is Cracker Jack's Sports Bar and Grill.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, let's talk about the Callaway Market. They love the support of their community and local shoppers. They enjoy that very much. It's essential to them serving the community as well. And they offer their loyalty program, which has allowed them to give thousands of dollars back to the community. And they invite you to shop their aisles for quality meat and bountiful and beautiful produce as well. On Mondays, they have the senior discount of 10% off. They're open 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and Sundays from 11 until 5, 7 days a week. You don't find that very often in a smaller town to have a market open 7 days a week, but they are at the Callaway Market.
Yes, big benefit and an awesome. We're fortunate to have them as a part of the Callaway community.
Now, Mr. Paulson, I call him Mr., is owner-operator, along with family members and staff, and he is doing a great job with the market, and he also has a little side business.
I've heard of this.
Yes. So if you're listening out there and you know what Mr. Paulson at Callaway Market has as a little side business.
Ooh, I like this question.
Yeah, and the phone is ringing right now, so I'm not even going to worry about anything here. We're just going to find out who we have on the line. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
This is Peggy Smith.
Peggy Smith, how you doing, neighbor?
He's my former son-in-law.
He's your former son-in-law, yeah, and he's really got things going over there at the Callaway Market, doesn't he?
Tequila.
Yeah, what is his side business?
Tequila.
Tequila.
That's why you yell tequila.
Yeah, just like the song.
Yeah, we're still good friends, and I'm so happy I got in because he's got a wonderful grocery store, and he's given me some of his delicious meat.
Oh, nice.
His daughter is Olivia.
Okay. Yeah.
My granddaughter. She's
Yeah.
a probation officer in North Platte.
You don't have to go see her, do you?
Well, not lately. Buddha isn't sitting there.
Uh-huh.
You
Well,
don't remember.
Peggy,
Yeah.
you can use that $25 at the
Yes,
Callaway
I'll
Market.
have to have him bring it to me. How are we going to do this?
Oh, we'll get it. I'll just walk it across the street. What time's best for you for me to stop by?
Oh, well, but I'm going to have somebody go get it, but I thought, well, maybe he could bring it to me.
Well, we have it here, so I can bring it to you.
Oh, and then he could bring it to me. I don't have to run over. I can't go over. I don't even have a vehicle.
Well,
Plus, I can't run.
well, we'll work it out, Peggy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm so happy I got in because he's still my favorite former son-in-law.
Still, that's great. Well, he is a nice guy, and he's doing a great job there in Callaway.
Yeah, I heard about his tequila.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
You want to watch it down there, you might have something else in besides tequila.
You might. Hey, thanks, neighbor.
Well, thank you. I'm so happy I got in.
It's nice to hear from you.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, haven't heard from Peggy for a while, and that's great. She'll be able to use that $25 gift card at the Callaway Market. We'll make sure she gets that. We're going to take a time out. We'll come back and close things out. Stay tuned.
It's a birthday bash happening now through Saturday at Chapin's Interior and Square One Boutique. Lola says she can't give you a discount equal to her age. She'd practically be giving it all away. But here's the deal. Winter clearance is 50% off, plus a special half-price rack with an extra 20% off. New items have been added, so it's worth a look. Prom season is coming, so reserve or purchase your tuxedo now. New spring merchandise is arriving daily. Join the celebration and savings at Chapin's and Square One Boutique.
Are you maximizing your herd's time at the bunk with maximum nutrition and minimal feed waste? Your feed ingredients and distribution make a major difference in overall feed cost when compared to free choice feeding. Vermeer feed wagons and vertical mixers give operators the option to blend and mix rations like dry hay, silage, grain, and ethanol co-products at once, with results in a consistent ration every time you feed your cattle. If you're ready for consistency, go to Power Solutions, your local Vermeer dealer 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2, or call them at 308-872-5522 and check out the feeding options through Vermeer.
Brought to you by the Soy Checkoff. Investing farmer dollars to boost demand for U.S. soy. Drive on farm resilience. Bring value to U.S. soybean farmers. Led by its 77 farmer leaders across 30 states, your Soy Checkoff strategically invests in market segments spanning animal health and nutrition, biofuels, infrastructure, production research, new uses, and international trade. Always looking 5 to 10 years out to ensure soybean farmers have viable markets for the future. Learn more at unitedsoybean.org.
These prices are just the start of savings waiting for you at the grocery cart. Certified Angus beef rump roast $6.98 a pound. Tossed Bar S meat franks on the grill. Packages are 2 for $3. P.F. Chang's entrees are just $7.98. Kraft Velveeta shredded cheeses are 2 for $4. Slice up some delicious fresh cucumbers, 68 cents each. And for dessert, Betty Crocker cookie mixes are $2.98. Shop at the grocery cart in Broken Bow or visit gkbrokenbow.com soon.
Jen, I didn't know you shopped here.
Hey, I'm hunting for something fresh for spring.
Oh, girl, skip them all. Jewelry Television has the best spring looks right now.
JTV, way ahead of you. Just hit up JTV.com yesterday, scored the cutest clover earrings, 2 tennis bracelets, and this gorgeous pearl ring.
Right now, new customers get $20 off any purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com.
Oh, and gold hoops and this turquoise bracelet.
Just a couple things, huh?
Maybe more than a couple.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-959-3388. That's 800-959-3388.
9:36. We'll be breaking away now with the breakfast show so that Brent can get in and get started with his pre-show on the wrestling. This is a big day, as you know. This is the big, long day. They start early and they go late, and it's really exciting on Friday night. Brent says that's a favorite part of the wrestling is that Friday night because everything's on the line.
Everything's on the line. A lot of kids are discovering whether or not they're going to be able to stay alive to battle for a medal the next day. Today is the day where you either find out that your journey to state wrestling, which is a huge accomplishment in the first place, you find out if that journey is coming to an end or if it's continuing on into the weekend. This is a favorite day of many, and I know a lot of you are going to be tuned in. Just notice those businesses that you hear throughout the day. They're making it possible for us to send a 3-man crew and equipment all the way to Omaha, put them up in a hotel to bring that coverage to you. So thank you to each and every single one of those businesses you'll hear today.
And real quick, an afternoon basketball game on KCNI.
Yes, SEM and Anselmo Myrna are playing in Sumner. Larry and I will be on the mic, Jack behind the camera for that video and radio production. It's pretty simple at this point. You win this game, you're just one win away from state. So a lot on the line there for the Mustangs and the Coyotes, and we hope to have you along for that. Listen on 1280 AM or 96.3 FM if you can't watch at your desk at work or if you're driving down the road, or